As preparation for 2019 general election continue to gather momentum, Imo State Governor Rochas Okorocha has said there is no automatic presidential ticket for President Muhammadu Buhari in 2019. Okorocha stated this in a chat with journalists in Abuja. Okorocha, who is the chairman of the Progressive Governors Forum, an association of governors under the platform of the ruling All Progressive Congress, said all candidates that are interested in 2019 election must pass through democratic processes. He said President Buhari has the right to recontest, saying that the party will not allow imposition of candidate. Although President Buhari has not spoken publicly about whether he will run or not, there are signs that President has interest in the 2019 presidential election. In line with the Constitution provision, President Muhammadu Buhari will present 2018 budget estimate to the joint section of National Assembly next Tuesday. To this end, the President has formally written to the National Assembly. The letters were read respectively at the two chambers. The proposal will contain financial estimate of revenue and expenditure of the Federation for the coming year. At the Senate President Bukola Saraki read an executive communication from the President to present the proposal for 2018. It is expected that the 2018 appropriation bill will set in motion a revert to the January to December budgetary framework. From Abuja, Muyiwa Bamdele.
Acting Chairman of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, Mr. Ibrahim Magu, has expressed the Commission's readiness to go after human traffickers. Mr. Magu made this known when a delegation from the National Agency for the Prohibition of Trafficking in Persons, NAPTIP, paid him a visit in Abuja. In a statement made available to Ben TV by the Commission's spokesman, Mr. Wilson Wajere, Magu said the anti-graft agency had jurisdiction over human trafficking, which he said was an offshoot of corruption. The EFCC boards, while calling on NAPTIP partnership in the fight against corruption, assured NAPTIP delegation led by its Director General Demjuli Okadonli of the Commission's support in combating increased cases of organ harvesting involving Nigerians. NAPTIP DG said the agency had busted a number of criminal activities, recorded about 331 convictions since 2004, with other ongoing cases at advanced stages in court. She added that NAPTIP had rescued many trafficked youth who were being rehabilitated and given a new lease of life.
The Nigerian Senate is set to prove alleged monumental fraud in the country power sector. Senator Dino Melai from Kogi West had raised a point of order citing Order 42, saying that in line with the anti-corruption posture of the chamber, he intended to bring the attention of the Senate to a monumental fraud in the power sector, stating that sometime last year, the Ministry of Power came up with a project called fast power. It stressed that the Senate need to ask questions, adding that why there's no appropriation by the Senate for this project, the ministry spent $35 million. Melaye said the Senate need to investigate the matter.
I bring to the attention of the Senate a monumental fraud in the power sector. In July 2013, Mr. President, my colleagues, the federal government raised $1 billion from an Eurobond issue. From the proceeds, the sum of $350 million was given to INBET in 2014. Mr. President, this money is instrumentally stolen. As I speak to you, Mr. President, sometime last year again, the Ministry of Power came up with the idea of project they term Fast Power. This ill-digested project is supposed to build new generating plants to add power to our grid. Mr. President, there are a few questions we need to ask, and that is why I need the nod of the Senate to bring a substantive motion on the next legislative day. Before I round up, Mr. President, these are just a few questions. Up to date, there is no detail to build these new generating plants or a feasibility study. There is no appropriation by the National Assembly for this project. The ministry has spent so far $35 million on the AFAM Fast Power project that have no appropriation or no detailed feasibility studies.
First, for us to take this another legislative day. Those in favor say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. This is to take a net legislative day. Leader, Chief Whip.
The Senate unanimously agreed that a substantive motion on the matter will be presented on the issue.
Lovely place, right?
Yes.
What's wrong? You don't look happy.
Take a look around. Why can't my hotel be like this?
I knew something was wrong, but I've got solution.
Solution? What?
Nanit.
Nanit?
Nanit offers you design solutions, building plans and construction, furnishing and equipping, financing, management, audit services, and many more services for a better hospitality business. Nanit, service with a smile.
Senate President Bukola Saraki has charged the employers of labor in the country to treat employees and the workers with dignity and respect with a decent means of transportation. The Senate President, speaking through the Senate leader Ahmed Lawal, stated this at the public hearing on the bill for an act to provide for transportation, protection, and facilities of employees and other related matters put together by Senate Committee on Land Transport.
As a developing country, we should be moving from a system where laborers and employees are seen as slaves and those persons whose welfare issues are not considered a priority, to a country where the freedom and dignity of citizens are prioritized. The Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria 1999, as amended, provided for the right to dignity of human person. Section 34, subsection 1 reads, every individual is entitled to respect for the dignity of his person, and accordingly, A, no person shall be subjected to torture, or to inhuman or degrading treatment.
Chairman of the Senate Committee on Land Transport, Senator Gbenga Ashafa, said the bill focuses on the plight of Nigerian workers.
Without prejudice to the decisions that this committee will arrive at the end of its process, I believe that the focus of this bill on the plight of the Nigerian workers and the fact that it draws inspiration from the constitutional provision of the right to the dignity of the human person is genuinely commendable. It is also important to note that this piece of legislation is a novel foray into the development of our labor laws in Nigeria. Indeed, we have to look into the manner in which employers convey their workers from one point to the other, and in this regard, the safety and dignity of our labor force must come first. This will have a direct effect on the productivity of the average worker and in essence translate to a more vibrant economy.
The sponsor of the bill, Senator Babajide Omowurare, raised alarm over poor transportation of employees by major construction companies in the country.
Construction companies, most especially very established ones, a few, and I'm choosing my words most advisedly, when it comes to conveying to work and conveying from work the workers that work with them, they do it in dignifying method. Unfortunately, I won't be able to show you my phone. I've taken a lot of pictures. When I drive and I see human beings are being conveyed to work and from work in vehicles that are demeaning, in vehicles that do not, even those who play polo, the horses are conveyed in better means and mode of transportation. And I just feel that based on the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria and the African Charter on Human and People's Rights, there is need for the Senate of the Federal Republic of Nigeria to look into this.
The input of the stakeholder from transport sector will be part of the resolution that the Senate Committee on Land Transport will present to the Senate before the passage of the bill. From Abuja, Muyiwa Bamdele. The original FIFA World Cup, which Nigeria Super Eagles and 31 other teams will be competing for at 21st FIFA World Cup finals in Russia next summer, will arrive in Nigeria on Saturday, 3rd March 2018. NFF Secretary General Dr. Muhammadu Sanusi said that the confirmation has come from the World Football Governing Body, FIFA. He said Nigeria is among the countries where the iconic trophy will be visiting before next year's major showpiece. Nigeria became the first African country to qualify for the 32 teams finals when beating Zambia 1-0 in New York on 7 October 2017. The FIFA World Cup Trophy Tour is usually a chance to see the original FIFA World Cup trophy, and this time fans from all over the world will have opportunity of seeing the trophy and having their photo taken with the famous diadem from 9 of September 2017 to 7 June 2018.